What's up, guys? Day 3, quarantine. Actually, today's day 4. The virus has really taken over. There's no sports. I don't know how I'm surviving without sports, without Liverpool. Funniest thing I've seen on social media, people are having the computer play each other, and they're actually betting on it. That's hysterical, all right? Guys, before we get going, don't forget to subscribe. It really helps me out. Comment your thoughts, like the video if you enjoyed the video. All that stuff really helps me out. It lets me know what you guys like. Today, we're going to get into a few things. Mostly, we're going to talk about how the virus has affected Premier League play, what that means for Liverpool as far as winning the title. We also got some statements from Klopp and then some statements from the team. So this is the Sunday summary. Let's get into it. All right, guys. So as everyone knows, Liverpool exited the Premier League. Liverpool exited the Champions League with that loss to Atletico, 4-2 on aggregate. And Klopp, I love Klopp's response to it. Klopp said it has no impact on nothing. Like I said, his English isn't his first language, but that's what he said. It has no impact on anything is really what he meant. And the Champions League has been a party up until this point, which he's absolutely right. Liverpool, the last year and a half, we have just been an unstoppable train. We haven't really lost, and up until recently, like the last few weeks. Looking at the big picture, he's absolutely right. It doesn't affect anything. Liverpool are a professional club. They're going to put their heads down and they're just going to keep doing what they do. They're going to take care of business. So the bigger news in this week is that the coronavirus has caused a suspension or a postponement of the Premier League games up until at least April. So the good news here is that if the Liverpool fans who had already bought tickets or had already, for the games that had been postponed, they're either going to be able to attend those games when the games are postponed, or they're going to be able to get a refund, and the club has been working that out, so that's awesome. That was in the official statement from the club. The team also suspended training. I think that the self-isolation that everyone's doing is exactly what you need to do in this situation. With a virus, right? A virus needs a host, right? And if you isolate the host and it has no means of transmission, that's exactly what you got to do. It's kind of sad that some of the countries, including the U.S., they were a little late to the party. Of course, the cases aren't as drastic. There weren't as many cases here in the United States as compared to Italy or China or anything like that. But we were still kind of late to the party. We waited until there was a confirmation of a case in the NBA, for example. We waited until there was a confirmed case, and then they suspended the rest of the season. But in the cases of Italy and England, right, there's self-isolation. I know Everton are among some of the clubs. I think Aston Villa was another one that are they've self-isolated. The video came out of Oxlade-Chamberlain doing the dance, right? So everyone's self-isolating. That's exactly what you need to do. And then the big talk about whether Liverpool are going to be crowned champions. Mathematically, City can still win the league. I think we're 25 points clear at this point, considering City lost to United. So mathematically, City can still win the league, but there's been tons of polls on Twitter recently in regards to should Liverpool be crowned champions, if they don't end up playing the game. And there's also been talks of them playing from July to September, just waiting it out, waiting for the virus to stop spreading. In my opinion, and I want you guys to let me know what you think, I think that there needs to be a consensus, right? The board or the FA, they need to vote. Right? They need to vote on what they need to do, but there needs to be input from the fans because they wouldn't have a business if there was no fans. My opinion, as far as Liverpool, I think they absolutely deserve to win the league. Anyone who says that they don't, or anyone, say they were crowned champions, right? Say they were crowned champions, and people look back on it you didn't deserve that. That was only because of the virus. Sit down, sir. That's ridiculous. With 25 points clear, even with Man City last season or 2 seasons ago, I think the most that they were ahead by was maybe 17 points. To be 25 points clear in today's day and age, with the Premier League being the most intense, arguably, all the top talent is going to the Premier League now. Of course, back in the day, Henry, Ronaldo, all these players, Michael Owen, the top talents in the world, all in the Premier League. But today, if you have an option to sign for a Premier League side, you're going to do it. Look at Wolves, right? Wolves, big club in England, not necessarily a big club around the world, but their talent is unmistakable. They have a lot of good talent in that team, and they're competing. They're giving top sides trouble. And I think that's what's most important here is that how competitive the league is, and then you look at Liverpool 25 points clear. Additionally, if you look at how Klopp has handled this whole situation, he said that football isn't necessarily the most important thing at this point. And I agree with him. Absolutely. That's exactly what you need to say. What's important is everyone's health. Everyone's health is important at this point. What needs to be done is the proper measures to make sure everyone's healthy, which everyone around the world is doing, and then you go from there. So guys, really, we have some time to figure it out, and there's going to be speculation on what's going to happen regardless of what actually happens. Let me know your thoughts on what y'all's consensus is. Are Liverpool gonna win the league? Are they going to be crowned champions? Are they going to just delay the league and then continue it? That's the talk of a lot of leagues. Even the NBA here is talking about that, just delaying it and then carrying it out during the summer. And guys, going forward, what I want to do, since we're locked out, right? We can't watch Liverpool games. What I'm going to do is next week I'll probably sum up any news, but then I want to start getting into what games stood out this season so far, right? Just do a review of the season. Best games, best goals, that kind of thing. So if you guys have any thoughts of things you want to see, let me know below. And then also, guys, don't forget, do me a favor, go ahead and subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed it, okay? And like I said, comment below. It really helps me out, all right? And it lets me know what you guys like, okay? It's obviously a shorter video today. We don't have as much to talk about. But next week, we will get into all that. So again, let me know what you guys want to see, all right? Take care.